To re-express this in this partial fraction, we need to first factorize the denominator, which is the same expression as what is given to us in part 1. And in part 1, we have found that x minus 1 is a factor. So let's go on to find the rest of the factors and trying to factorize this, and subsequently we can re-express this into its partial fraction form. So to further factorize this, let's try to do a long division. So I'm going to take fx, which is x to the power of 3 plus x squared minus x minus 1. We will divide it by its factor, x minus 1. So here is going to be x squared, x to the power of 3 minus x squared. We'll get a x squared minus minus become plus x squared. So this is 2x squared. This brings down minus x. And here it is going to be plus 2x multiplied by this. We'll have a 2x squared minus 2x. So minus minus. I have a minus x minus minus. So minus x plus 2x. That gives me a x minus 1. So here is going to be plus 1 multiplied by this. It will be x minus 1 minus, this gives me a 0. We are actually expecting 0 as the remainder, right? Because we are trying to divide this by its factor, so we are expecting the remainder to be 0. We are on the right track, which means that now fx can be re-expressed as x minus 1 and x squared plus 2x plus 1. So we have x minus 1. This can be further factorized into x plus 1 squared. So now we can re-express this into its partial fraction, because if I were to re-express this, 4 over x to the power 3 plus x squared minus x minus 1. This will be 4 over x minus 1, then x plus 1 squared. And we can let this be equal to a over x minus 1 plus b over x plus 1 plus c over x plus 1 squared. And now let's try to solve for a, b, and c. We will multiply throughout by this expression. So on the left hand side, we will be left with just a 4. And here it will be an a multiplied by x plus 1 squared plus b multiplied by x minus 1, x plus 1, and c will be multiplied by x minus 1, because we multiply this entire expression here, this entire equation here, by this expression. I do think that I can immediately solve for a if I were to let x be equal to 1, because if I were to let x be equal to 1, this will become 0, this will become 0, a will be the only unknown, then we can solve for a. So let's try to make x 1. On the left hand side, we have a 4. On the right hand side, it is going to be a, then 1 plus 1 squared. This will be 0, this will be 0. This will help us to solve for a. The value of a is equal to 1. As for the next unknown to solve for, let's solve for c, because what we can try to do is we can let x be equal to minus 1. On the left hand side is equal to 4. Letting x be equal to minus 1, this will become 0. Letting x be equal to minus 1, this will also become 0. So we have a c of minus 1 minus 1. This gives me the value of c. The value of c is equal to minus 2. And as for b, we will just let x be any other convenient value, and I think 0 is a good number to use. So on the left hand side, it is going to be equal to 4. And a is 1. So we have a 1. X is 0, so 1 squared. Plus b, which I'm supposed to find, x is 0, so minus 1. X is 0, so this is 1. Plus c is minus 2. Then x is 0, this is minus 1. This gives me the value for b. B is equal to minus 1. And now with the value of a, b, c, we can re-express this. 4 over x to the power of 3 plus x squared minus x minus 1. This will be equal to a, which is 1. So this is 1 over x minus 1, b, which is minus 1. So minus 1 over x plus 1, and c, which is minus 2. So minus 2 over x plus 1 squared.